3 vlogs in one day. It's a while since that occurred. There was a time when not only could I easily make 3 vlogs in a day, I had to limit myself to 3 vlogs in a day. There was a time when I called it nonsense because it's perhaps the best term of reference, though it wasn't specifically actually nonsense, flowing outpouring from years of not necessarily belief, because I don't believe anything. I haven't believed anything for a long time. You know, belief. What is belief? Belief is, oh, I don't believe in anything. Actually, oh, it's difficult to say you don't believe in anything. Well, I don't believe in anything. I mean, when it gets to analysing the statement, to believe in something would limit you to believing its limiting nature. Is limited. It can't be anything other than what it is by your belief in it. And I mean, well, I don't want to go into it. It's not what this vlog's about. I was reminiscing, which is the incorrect application. I'm an organic robot. I'm a human. I'm a Newman. It's been an interesting few days. Very interesting in that past patterns, they might be called, are looped back round. And interestingly, yesterday, or was it the day before, at the point where I should actually have forgiven myself for what I was experiencing as a reflective comeback. I didn't. In fact, I jibed them back, because what was occurring was deception. They were the human race, you people on the planet Earth, believed you were deceiving me with your fake compliance. I've been getting it for a long time off you, and you know it. Well, if you know that, then you also know that what I am saying is correct, and therefore why are we continuing this dance, let's call it. So I didn't forgive myself. I jibed you back. I didn't make animal noises this time. I spoke out loud like a madman. You know, like if a man speaks out loud and he's not got anyone in front of him, he must be off his rocker, sort of thing. Telling you a few untruths, you know. Can't remember any of them specifically. And then there was that play in the bank where they kept trying to give me an overdraft. I don't want an overdraft. I'm a bank robber. You don't give bank robbers overdrafts, because I'll rob you bank. That's how I rob banks, with a pen. I never used a gun or threatened anyone. Although even to admit that is perhaps putting my nose in the neck sort of thing. Because I didn't. I also was manipulative of the system in that I did the requirements, ... I can't tell you anymore, not because I'm frightened or common sense, you know, and it's past, it's gone. I'm not a bank robber anymore. I don't rob banks. I'm responsible. I'm self-responsible. Before I was even reasonable and responsible when I was a bank robber, and thought it was a good thing. But I mean, money's a fake, you know, you're going to fake me out, man. I'm going to, you know, well, what do you want me to do? Play along? Well, you obviously do, I mean, and it's not that I can't, like, get to be the richest man along, you know, because I can, although, yeah. Though there are specific hurdles in that direction, mainly they don't want to make me is imaginarily powerful as them, though there is no power in money really, although it is powerful in that you can't do anything without it. And they won't let me have any because they believe themselves to be empowered by it, and therefore if they let me have some, I'll be as powerful as they believe themselves to be, though. Well, I know difference actually. Money is power, and this, that and the other, and this, that and the other. Though the operating system can be affected by the subroutines of the programs within, and that's it. There is no doubt about that, though. One must be self-honest and self-responsible, not because it's a compliance routine, though, because it's the only way that it works. If you try to approach it dishonestly, for instance, which is why honesty cannot be beaten. You might be able to stand there and deny my honesty. You cannot beat it, no matter how much you deny it. You cannot beat it. It cannot be beaten, because honesty is real, and what is real remains. Reality remains. You cannot brush the remains under the carpet. Ask anyone who's tried to do so. Me neither, not that I want to. I know I'm gibbering. I used to say at this point, I don't give a fuck. That would be belief in itself, perhaps, believing I don't give a fuck, when actually I care deeply. Sort of paradoxical polarity in play. I'm more interested in forgiving myself correctly, applying self-forgiveness correctly, and I received instructions today that will assist me, no doubt, and I will be applying them. As usual, excuse number one, I have physical things to deal with. Thirst. Perhaps I don't need to deal with them first. I choose to deal with them first, whilst I consider the vocabulary that I have to translate to enable me to fully follow the instructions. For instance, what does pattern mean? I'm finding resonance to be very patternage, though previously I would have called the resonance expressions. And I'm finding that things themselves, like toilet paper perhaps, as expressions, some maybe more desirous items like cigarettes have more expression or more resonance than toilet paper. I don't know enough about it to know whether they do or whether they don't. Though I'm finding my cigarettes calling out to me. Ask any heroin addict about the heroin. You put it anywhere, it will call out to you, come and take me, it says. Ask any of them, they don't, well, you know. Very interesting is how people need me to comply or partake in the whatever, like the system man wants me to be deceptive like he is, though won't let me be like he is, because that frightens him more than I frighten him already. And why is he frightened of me? Because, well, I don't know actually. I don't actually understand why the fear of equality and oneness and truth, rights and justice for all. I mean, the bank trying to sell me an overdraft, yet when I went to buy it, it wouldn't let me have it because a piece of paper I did have that fulfilled the piece of paper requirements did not have the right word, nor the right numbers on it. It needed a 6-figure number on it to prove something. Yet at the same time on their records they had down I was a painter and decorator, something I've never been, and so why was that on my records? Well, I do vaguely remember when I signed up for the account, my occupation, I put artist. They had no box to tick for artist, so they put painter and decorator. I laughed because I have a little run-in with the painters, the artist painters, about if I could paint as an artist, I would paint and decorate to earn money, because that's what painters do, they decorate and earn money from it. So I laughed and let them tick the box. So yesterday, when after selling me for a year, trying to sell me an overdraft, I didn't read, I don't want, though I have direct debits going out of my account for this internet connection, and the way that it falls is sooner or later there won't be any money there at the right day, because the company will take it 2 days early like they already have done once, and that'll cost me more than the direct debit to pay for the lack of funds in the account to pay for the direct debit. It's like foresight, you know. You don't need to be psychic to have foresight. So I think, okay, I don't want an overdraft, I don't need an overdraft, so it would be useful when that occurs, because it will occur, because I live from what we call hand to mouth. So I go in, I then find I need to have £100 to leave in overnight for some reason. Okay, I can arrange that on a specific night. So I borrow £100 to put in overnight. I don't have the right paperwork, although what the paperwork I need is proved already with me being there and other reasons and this and that, and I have to get a bank statement. Well, if you send me a bank statement, I'll have a bank statement. Oh no, it can't be from this bank, it must be from another bank. I've just changed my address, so I have no details of this address on. Okay, I go away, I go and get this, that and the other with the new address on, with my details on, fulfilling the details in the piece of paper, telling me what details I need to fulfill. I'm a painter and decorator, and one of the pieces of paper hasn't got a 6-figure number on, which is required. You must have this 6-figure number on, because otherwise everything else on the piece of paper is irrelevant. And so you can't have the overdraft facility because you need a 6-figure paper and number on it. Okay, I sort of didn't lose my temper. I realised that I was being systematically abused. They were playing games with me, they were selling me something. The British, they have shops in Britain where they sell things, they advertise things you can't buy. It's a standard thing. They say what they mean, but they don't mean what they say. They're thieving, lying, cheating, British Empire builders, I call them. They don't give a fuck what goes on in between them deciding to do something and it being done. What goes on in the middle, they're not interested. As long as what they've decided gets done, that's all that matters to them. And they'll play games with you in between to occupy themselves, and for various other reasons perhaps. The point, Anthony, was I walked away and thought, hang on a minute, if the piece of paper must have the right number on and all that to be correct, why has my account got I'm a painter and decorator on? I went back, I said, listen, it's okay trying to sell me something that I don't need nor want, and yet when you convince me that I should buy it, you won't let me have it because my piece of paper hasn't got the right numbers on. Your records are incorrect. It says I'm a painter and decorator. I am nothing of the sort. I insist you change it. I don't care what you put in there. I'm actually incapacitated from work at the moment, so I specifically have no occupation. Just remove that painter and decorator thing, and I shall make an official complaint, which they enjoyed because then they have a complaints office to pay to occupy themselves while they completely destroy existence for all of us. That's what is happening, apparently. Anthony, what have you just said? I've just said a lot of words, haven't I? Lots of them. And really, I should have been forgiving myself, because that would have effectively affected myself and existence much more positively, let's say, or put it in inverted commas, so it doesn't actually mean that, or it does mean that, but it, yeah, gosh, that's my last video for a while, apparently. Thank you.